Hello, dear ones, welcome to my channel. And we are here to do a reading for Divine Feminine here. And like always, I'm not doing the regular reading with the different questions. However, because when I'm doing those, I'm kind of tuning into different groups. So I now will be doing this pick a card read, and you will have to kind of choose. You can look at this top photograph or this heart thing, and you can select the deck or choose the deck you're getting called for. You would know, you can call upon your divine team and ask them to help you to select the deck wherein there are messages for you. And I'm not going to be posing any specific question. It will be whatever divine wants to say. Whatever the messages are for Divine Feminine at this point in time is what we will pick on to. And I will this will be timeless, so whenever you're guided to watch this is a time you need to watch it. So I hope you would have picked it up by now. If not, I'll just kind of show this again to you. This would be the deck number 1. You can pick this. There is this male figure half covered, kind of number 1. Number 2 is this couple and embracing each other with the blue background. And there is this another similar kind of a couple there with the yin yang sign and with the white background. So I hope you would have selected your deck, and I'll put it in the times in the description box. I'll put the timestamp so you can move on to the 2 and 3. I'll start on with the deck number 1 here. So I'll keep this in the corner. That will be 2 and this will be 3, but I will start on with the deck number 1 here. So let's see what are the messages here, and I'll start on with this first message which comes. All right, okay, brilliant. So the first message which we get for you, for people who have selected this group, is that if you've been kind of asking, I'm just kind of going to say what I'm picking on. If you've been asking any specific question, the answer for that is yes. And if that was a yes or no kind of a question, or if you've been asking that will you ever be in union, or how this will this be fruitful, will this lead this connection, does it make any sense, any of these kind of doubts if you've been carrying, the answer to that is yes, it definitely makes sense. There is a light, and you can see the smile, and then this happiness around this card is a lot. So yes, there is happiness. Yes, there is this glory and this abundance, because that's what I'm picking on from this beautiful rainbow around it. So there is enlightenment as well. There is awakening. There is sense of knowing. Yes, there is all that is what I'm picking on from here. So that's the first message. Let me kind of see what all I pick on. Let me see, what is this? This is the deck which is the Divine Tarot. This one is the tarot wherein we only Sacred Tarot. And this is only the one with the major arcana. So this one which you've got is the Wheel of Fortune. So you need to trust the divine timing. Things are absolutely happening the way it should be. So yes, things are happening exactly the way it should be, and you are exactly at the place where you should have been. Your masculine is is at the right place. This connection is absolutely where it should be, because we have the Wheel of Fortune there. So you really don't have to see that, because the circle is always, the wheel is always moving, and things are lining up as we are becoming more and more ready to things, as we are and that's how things are getting lined up. So this is both the cards are very positive for people who have kind of chosen this deck. There is a possibility that you might be already in some kind of connection or some communication or that kind of a thing. Do I pick these or these? I will pick these. Okay, yeah, so this is your life purpose, and that's what yes, and again I'm going to link that up. Yes, this is your life purpose. If you've been kind of asking that question, that where it's gone, do I have a life purpose attached to this? Yes, this is your life purpose. So Archangel Michael is trying to tell you that as the time unfolds, and that's another one, that as the time goes by and as you're becoming ready to be ready, you are kind of these things will start to unfold for you as well. You will start to, your life purpose will come into the light. You will know what is what, and you will start to get that clarity as well. Now let me get these two, and I just shuffle each of these decks and kind of meditating on each of the piles there. For some I got one, for some I got two from each deck, and I picked as it came, and I did not see these cards as well. So but I didn't want to shuffle because it takes so much of time when I'm meditating. It could have at least been took me another 10-15 minutes just for shuffling. So hence I didn't do it online, but then nonetheless, we have 9 of air and 10 of waters. Okay, so here with the 9 of air here as the sign that you don't have to really fretting over anything, because 9 of air is a card of anxiety, and maybe some of you are feeling that anxiety because you probably can't see things clearly. You can't see things clearly to the 10 of waters, so you sense it. There is this emotional fulfillment which is happening. Yes, there is emotional fulfillment as also another confirmation which is coming forth. And yes, you are kind of anxious because everything is yes in this reading, and I'll have to link that back. And but there is this anxiety which needs to end, because after that we got this 10 of waters. So you are expecting the worst, but this is like more, and just going to read this, it makes sense. Expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecy, C plus 9. So this is like all in your head, your own creation. Nothing really is in real. I mean, it's not, nothing really is real in this. So what is there? But then yes, you are kind of getting anxious. That is the fact. So but you need to kind of see that things will line up as they will, with Wheel of Fortune there, and there is 10 of waters. It says a contented and rewarding family life, your emotional and material needs are met, trustworthy relationships. So this relationship is trustworthy. Yes, it is trustworthy. Yes, you can count on this. This is ultimate emotional fulfillment which you will you receive. It's like coming home, you know that, right? So you have all those kind of things which you sense, which you feel, and that is what this is getting a confirmation on. And for these also I got two for you, not for the other deck. And we'll see what the messages are, and I will pick these cards now here. Let me see what all is coming forth. See, there is this illusion, and I'm just kind of sensing that there is this illusion because your anxiety is kind of out of the reason, because not everything is out and open. There are still things which needs to be kind of come into the fold, come into the vision as it's kind of visible in the bright, nice sunny, or the sun, or the full day. But it's dark, it's night, and yeah, I said dark and night. So there is a possibility that there is the dark night of the soul happening, maybe not for you, but maybe for masculine, maybe for your counterpart. And there is this light which still needs to come in their life. And we also going through the well, I said that this is irrespective of the time frame, but I'll also won't be able to discount that we are getting very powerful eclipses in the month of June. I think June 5th, 6th and 21st is when we're getting these eclipses. They'll also have an impact. Moon cycles would be impacting you guys as well, the people who have selected this specific lot. And there are heightened psychic and emotional the emotions are also, yes, rising up. There is a psychic capabilities which are enhancing in you. There is intuition which is rising up. So you are getting there as well there. Let me see what else is there. And we've got the 6 of Wands. Now this is the card of the success, but here in specifically we have the home life. So you will have a success in home life. There is this the creating the family. We already got that 10 of waters there, and this is in light of the connection and the union. We are getting the messages, right? So there is success. You will see when the time is right, you will get that out there as well. And then we have Hierophant. See, this is your life purpose. You will move. There is spiritual awakening. This is from the After Tarot. So there is this priest holding the spiritual or the learnings or the knowing as well, which has been kind of kind of disseminated to the people. So there are the people who have selected this group. You have also elevated a lot as far as your own spiritual journey is concerned, and you are in a stage, and many of you might be in a stage wherein you are also, you might be a tarot reader, you might be into astrology, or you are awakened, maybe a healer. You're awakened your you've realized and awakened your spiritual gifts, and you are also imparting those out, is what I'm sensing. And this definitely, this is your life purpose. You're realizing and coming to the life purpose. Many of you already know what your life purpose is. Consciously, unconsciously, you're living it, you're doing it. Maybe it has to enhance more as the time comes. Things will start to unfold more, but this is your life purpose. And some bit of it, yes, Hierophant also kind of talks about the commitment, contracts, and getting into that committed level, or how do I say that, the contracted relationship or marriage, that kind of a thing. So if any of you are kind of thinking, there is some bit of that which might be there on the cards as well for you guys. Yeah, see, we've got the 9 of air and the 9 of wands. So 2 nines there. There is anxiety, there is worry, and this specific group might be invested in this connection. Do let me know actually how this is kind of coming forth in the comment box. I'll be curious. I'll be keen to know. And here, because I'm sensing that this is the connection wherein you've been invested in for long, and now you kind of just fighting the battle, and many of you feel like giving up on this, but you really can't. You can't walk away from this battlefield. That's how the design is, and you just feel so tired at times, and that's what also causes anxiety, because you see it's not heading anywhere, or the signs are very limited. The signs are coming forth, but then nothing is really coming in the reality. You can sense that things are there, but where is it in the material world is what kind of tires you. And you can see that the moon, the crescent moon, is it's kind of the similar sizes here. So watch out that for in like a couple of more days moon will reach into the stage. Watch out the moon cycles, and that's what is coming around here. Now let's see what else. And yeah, we have the star, which is a wish fulfillment. So your wishes are not going unnoticed. Your wishes are getting fulfilled. You are also healing a lot. I know it's this journey wherein you're doing so much of purging. You kind of in the battlefield, you kind of feel lost at times, tired, but then you again get up and you start to fight. This entire fight is not in the negative sense, but then you're back in the game again. And it's all the healing process which is taking you to the next and next and next level, and expansion has no limit, fortunately or unfortunately. But then the stars are there shining up for you here, for people who've picked up on this pile number 1. And there is definitely healing coming, and with that healing you are also realizing those emotional fulfillments, that deep sense of knowing as to how things are. And here we have the prophetess, and this is the moon is the kind of depiction of emotions, and this is the cups, queen of cups here. And this prophetess is it's the energy wherein you're kind of getting enlightened to the different level, and you can see the blossoming moon there and moon at the bottom, and the emotions are of the highest, at a heightened state, wherein many of you might be empaths, is what I'm picking on. And there is this flower blooming on your hair, so that is the kind of sign of enlightenment you're getting. Your emotions are also at times soaring very, very high, and then you kind of, with your arms spread, you kind of surrender. But that surrendering state is also taking you to a newer heights, and the newer heights is what I'm picking on. So that's what it is. Now let's see what is the heart messages for you, and before that I'll just kind of take that. Yeah, so with the 8 of Pentacles here, so there is this work which is happening right now. It's a work in progress, but then work is happening. Maybe you can see it, maybe you cannot see it. Both of you are working on it. Divine is working on it. There's work happening in the background. So but there is work in action, and it's kind of taking you to the 10 of Pentacles on the material world. It's not only the emotions, but then material will unfold as well. But in this reading we will see how things move ahead. And in this reading only this much is coming forth, but then we will see as we do more readings and as we move along how things will unfold. But this is the status when you're watching this reading, and if you've chosen pile number 1, it's work in progress kind of scenario for you. Yes, it is work in progress. Yes, things are moving. Yes, this is your life purpose. So, and yes, there is healing. Yes, there is this the spiritual awakenings and heightened intuitions and emotions which are kind of playing its role in the entire game, and you are in this battlefield not giving up. So that's what it is. Yeah, so the card says that look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as ocean. All right, so this might be for pile number 1. This could be the message for from your divine masculine or your counterpart here, that you need to look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. So your masculine is very clearly say that yeah, the love is very much there and you will feel it when you go deep within your heart. And it says my love for you is as deep as the ocean. I think that's a wonderful message, pile number 1, and I think I am kind of touched with that. It's so beautiful. Your divine masculine is showing up with that message. That's so wonderful. And it says emotions are a natural, necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So if there is any resentment which you've been holding on to, or anything of like now I can't handle it, or I know those stages do come, but don't take any actions in that stage. Let that pass, let that kind of clear, let that heal, and then only take any actions if you need to. You need to just, every time you're healing, you probably are letting go the resentment, so do that. And here gets the guidance message for people who have chosen the pile number 1. This is really wonderful. It is time for you to look for the joy, the delight, and the wonder of every day and rejoice in it. So it's all about being in the present, deal with, every day is a new day and deal with it like that. And when we celebrate the passing events and transitions of life, it is our way of giving thanks, and the angels delight with us. Whenever possible, celebrate with others, for then great energy is raised, which attracts many angels drawn by the laughter and lightness to add their blessings. It'll bond you happily with others. Angel wisdom reminds you to celebrate and honor all things large or small in your life. Find something to celebrate now. And my life is a celebration. That's the affirmation which you can use. So thank you so much for people who've chosen this number 1, and thank you so much. Do let me know in the comment box, and please do hit the like button, subscribe if you like what I do, and that really helps. Thank you so much once again, and I move on to the next pile now. So don't worry if this only few of it resonated or howsoever, but if you've chosen this, so there are messages for you in this one, right? So take that as it comes. All right, so thanks so much. I'll move on to the next pile now. Pile number 2. All right, so all of you who've chosen the pile number 2, welcome again. And here we are going to be checking what are the energies, what are the message. As I said, there are no set questions which I've set, so whatever wants to come forth will come forth. Let's see, what is this compromise? That's interesting. I don't know why, but this is something which keeps coming to me, and I've been trying to get more detail, but I personally did not choose this specific pile. But there is a compromise which is coming forth, and we will see as to what the further messages or clarifications coming forth, immediately what I'm picking up is that there is some compromise which is lining up. So to get some, you have to lose some. So that is the kind of choice we'll have to make to balance things out in your life. You will have to let go something to kind of gain something. So I don't want to say no pain, no gain without pain, but it's how you want to see it. But all I'm seeing is that you will have to let go something or compromise on something, to get something else which you were dreaming of or wanting. We'll see what are the further messages which are getting on. I will see which one do I pick. Let me see this one. Oh wow, this is beautiful. The Lovers. This is Radha and Krishna. That is the Lord Krishna and his beloved, eternal beloved, which is Radha. So in Indian culture, they are like kind of also looked at as the ultimate divine masculine and the feminine, and the union is lovers. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card to get, and maybe you'll have to compromise something to get there, and you will have to, you will know what I'm talking about, because if you've chosen this pile, there is something which is definitely it, maybe it's you are in a current situation wherein maybe you might be in a relationship already, or maybe the person you are with is in a relationship, and you will have to compromise that existing familiar aspect to get there what this Lovers is. And this deck is only of major arcana, so but that's wonderful. So the earlier one got the wheel, but this one is really nice, and we've got the number 6 here. So this could be, number 6 could be relevant, maybe the month of June could be relevant as far as this is concerned. So let's see what else is coming. I'll just pick these and I just shuffle. So for some, and I meditated shuffle on each pile, and I got the cards, and for some from some deck I got 2, from some deck I get 1. So whatever popped out is what I picked, so I don't know what it is. All right, so wow guys, this is really wonderful, and I did not get such any confirmation for people who chose pile number 1, but this is a confirmation coming in. So if you've been wanting a reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life, and that is really wonderful. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. So there is this reconciliation of truth also which is happening. So you need to admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. There is definitely a reconciliation happening. So you need to be extremely truthful to yourself. You need to be, this entire situation is calling out to be truthful, but then we are focusing on this as messages for divine feminine. This is for you. So you need to see that what are your values, what are your truths, what is your true self, what are the messages from your soul coming forth. And that is what your true self is. Admit whatever truths are coming forth. And guys, I think this is coming out to be really nice. The sun. Can you deny anything when the sun shines? There is Archangel Uriel, which is there. You can call upon Archangel Uriel. You can work with him and he will help you out. The sun is shining, the golden light, there are flowers blossoming. This could also mean union. This could also mean masculine energy which is getting presented, because we are getting reconciliation and we are getting lovers. So for this pile, whenever you watch this, and time is fluid, so maybe you already probably are in some bit of union or already in contact, but there is something which is coming forth, confirming reunion, union, or kind of you two coming together out there. And sun, is a card of abundance. Sun is a card of all the clarity. If you were in doubt, or if you were in wondering as to what next and what all, then that is the answer to your question. The sun is shining bright in your connection, in your life, and that's what it is. The wheel. Okay, the wheel of the year. So the wheel is turning, my friend. The wheel is turning, and you are getting ready. You are getting all the ingredients around there. The wheel is turning, completely touching upon all aspects, your passions, your emotions, your truths, your pentacles, everything. Wheel is not leaving anything unturned, and that is what is also lining up in your life. There are things which are kind of being taken care of. Divine is playing in the background, lining things up for you. You may or may not see it in every time, but then as and when the time is right, you are going to see the revelations. And from this deck I got two cards which popped out, so let's see. And the karma. See guys, you're getting a lot of major arcanas. This one I will kind of discount because this deck is a major arcanas deck, but then if you see this, we have got the sun, we've got the wheel, and we've got the karma. Karma is like the judgment, and karma is the wheel, and the karma, it's kind of, yeah, things are lining up, things are balancing. A lot of it is also, karma is also clearing, and I'm sensing if either you or your counterpart are in any karmic connections or any karmic situations, probably that's also is clearing up. It's taking time, but as and when the time is happening, things are surely clearing up, and there is collaboration. You two will be able to work together on things. There is planning probably will be happening. You will invest in time with each other, and you will also look at things as to how things will be, what's happening and all that. And you okay, so now here we've got the Five of Swords. So I'm sensing there could be some competition for sure in this, people who've picked up this pile. But and this five of swords is here, generally they say it's not a win-win, but then I'm sensing that you will get that sense that whosoever it might, and that's why there is this compromise which is coming up. Probably it might not be that it might be painful, right? For if you've been invested in a situation for really long and you have to let go or something of that sort. If that's the case with you, then it might be a little painful for you or your counterpart. But because we do create attachments, which ideally should not be the case, but then it just happens. We are humans. We are in this physical form with the with these kind of things which do come up. I don't know what is the word or the English word for vikar, but those are the kind of negative aspects which attach, and attachment is one of the negative aspects which one has to let go to rise above, or to elevate oneself. So you need to admit the truth to yourself, that what are those things which are kind of, probably you will have to deal with it. You will have to see how things are coming forth, but there is definitely something which you'll have to deal with. And yeah, there are yeah, that's what, there is some crossroad, there is some decisions to be made. It's going to be a difficult one, but yes, it has to be done. But then you don't have to really worry about things, that how the decisions will pan out, what will happen. And the reason for that is because you have the sun there, and sun will guide you. Sun will tell you because sun gives clarity. So you don't really need to have a see, you've got the Eight of Wands, and that's wonderful. Eight of Wands is also the fast movement. A lot of things will start to move faster now. A lot of passions will ignite, and there is communication which is going to be coming from distance. There is a probability that it could be a long distance connection or a relationship, maybe overseas. So that's where the connection is kind of building up from there. And there is communication for this group which is happening. And we've got the Four of Stars, and in here I'm seeing the Libra. So if that is relevant to any of you, could be, but not for all. And there is this unicorn poking this, it's the people figure. And that one is like kind of with a green robe here in Four of Swords. It's kind of resting phase, yes. But it's also a lot of enlightenment coming is what I'm sensing. Because with the unicorn poking, there is also balance with that Libra coming. So there is, things are balancing, things are going to balance. So when it comes to the truth out there, and that aspect of when divine or the guides are asking you to kind of admit the truth, whatever the truth is, you might will have to get into the meditative state and realize and understand that you might get your answers there, because this is the card for meditation. And with this unicorn poking, I'm sensing that there are some answers which you will get at that point in time, or when you are in meditation. And beautiful, guys, this is really nice. We've got the 10 of Pentacles and the star. I think this is star we got in the previous reading as well, in the different in one of those cards. But this is really nice because this is the card of commitment, and this is the card of your connection is coming forth and kind of forming up with the 10 of Pentacles on the third dimensional aspect. And there is a lot of healing which has gone into this connection, and the stars are definitely shining. So very, very positive signs, except that little that 5 of Pentacles and this. So there is definitely a decision point which is there. And let me see what this message is. Embrace. Through each other you find the missing pieces, and that's so beautiful, isn't it? Wow. Through each other you find the missing pieces, guys. So I don't have to say more to that, but I'll just kind of end with the pretty much similar guidance from the angels. It says acceptance, and that is what the acceptance is also. Acceptance means unconditional love. The angels remind you to accept everyone exactly as they are, without judging, blaming, or wanting to change them. When you're totally accepting, you bear no malice or enmity towards anyone or anything. Harmlessness through acceptance is a high state of being, and this is a difficult quality for humans to embrace, for it is divine quality. Nevertheless, the angels are drawing it to your attention now. You're also asked to accept yourself. When you truly do so, you feel centered and confident, and your divine self is revealed. I accept myself and others. That's the affirmation you can use. So this is the reading for people who chose pile 2, and thank you so much. And do hit the like button if you like what I do, because it really helps. Subscribe to the channel if you not already have, and thank you so much if you have subscribed to the channel and all your support. I'm open for personal readings, so you can write to agnya@gmail.com and we can take it ahead from there. So thank you so much once again. Stay blessed, spread love, and be happy. I'll move on to the next one. Thank you. Let's go to the next one, which is pile number 3. Okay, let's go on to the pile number 3. All right, guys, if you've picked the pile number 3, so let's begin. Let's check let me check the first, the angel answers, and unlikely. This is interesting because it says unlikely. Now, what is unlikely is something which we will have to see what the messages are coming. This definitely is unlike the previous 2. This is coming out to be a little heavy, it seems, because unlikely is a negative way to start on. But nothing really is negative. They're learnings. They are we will kind of see things with the positive light, but then we can't even hide away or shy away from whatever messages are coming forth. After all, divine is trying to tell us something, isn't it? So unlikely. Let's see what the further messages are. Let me see. Get this one. This is the Sacred Tarot. It's all major arcanas, and we have the Fool. Okay, so there is a leap of faith which needs to happen. There is this need for that belief and trust and all those factors which needs to come into the forefront. If it's kind of getting lost somewhere, it needs to come to the forefront. Are you losing hope? Are you losing faith? The specific group And if you are, then things will not change. It's unlikely for things to change if you're losing hope. And and there is maybe people who are logging, I'm saying logging in, people who are choosing this pile number 3. Maybe this is the group who wants to give up, but um, is not able to give up, and it's unlikely that you will be able to give up on this because the design is not like that. The connection is not designed like that. You can't really give up. You can let go, but you cannot give up. It's unlikely that you will be able to give up on this connection. So you will have to take this leap of faith. And if I'm just kind of tuning in, probably this group specifically wants to give up and not being able to give up. And do let me know in the comment box. But I'm just saying what I'm picking up on. And don't force these readings to kind of resonate with you, because I'm just doing 3 piles. There could be 4 or 5 different kind of scenarios which might be there, but I just kind of could do 3 at this point in time. So it's all right. Maybe next time I'll tune into your energy. So it's all right. Now I'm just saying that with this Fool, I'm sensing that you will have to take that leap of faith. It's unlikely for this connection. You just can't give up. All right. Let's see what all the further messages are coming. I'll just take these 2. For this group, I generally were picking only 1 messages from each deck as I was meditating, and I'm pulling out for each deck. 2 messages popped out. I think 2 did pop out in the previous one. Okay. Your children are watched over by angels. So I'm sensing this group specifically. There could be some children involved in the situation. And that is kind of causing some bit of challenge. Maybe it could be your children. It could be your counterparts or your beloved's children. But there are children involved for sure, and that is probably is causing a little bit of challenge. But then a leap of faith needs to be taken, maybe by you or your counterpart, for things to move ahead. And a belief needs to kind of take charge that children are watched over by angels. Really, there is no need to worry. And there is codependency. There is probably either you or this person is in, because of children, they are in maybe in some codependent behavior. It could be a codependent relationship. And that is what is affecting this connection at this point in time. And this is a scenario as you're watching it. Things can change. We will be, maybe when we do the next reading, we'll see how things are changing. I'm not sure if I'll continue to do this pick a card, but we'll see. Maybe I will. I don't know as I'm guided to, but we'll see. But that definitely I'm sensing that because of this children, maybe somebody is just staying in the connection because of the children, or maybe finances, or maybe something. But I'm sensing there are some codependent connections which are there. But that's very unlikely that even that is going to be holding back things, because angels are saying that children are taken care of and things will get taken care of. So let's see what are the further messages. I got 2 from these. Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking. I got double on these. Generally, I got 1. See, there is awakening happening. The Archangel Gabriel. So there will, even if there are codependencies or something of that sort in there, there are things which will shake up. There are awakenings which are happening. It's like it will raise people from even they are like fast asleep or sleeping. And it says, look at things from different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. So this could be a temporary standstill you might be experiencing. Just be yourself. And there is possibility that this specific group might not be in any contact. And there is this Queen of Air, which is independent, experienced, realistic, witty. And people who are tuned in, feminines who are tuned into this group, they definitely have these kind of qualities, and they're working on creating something for themselves, kind of seeing how they can better themselves. Let's see what's written objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in the situations. You're still trying to hold the ground. You're still, and you are successful in doing so, because the Queen of Air doesn't take any BS, and Queen of Air is pretty much knows what she's doing. Very feminine energy, but very cutthroat, very, very honest. On the face, will just tell you things the way they are. She doesn't need to sugarcoat anything, because she doesn't need to please anyone. And that's the kind of energy which is coming forth from here. So interesting. So this group, as I said, would be a little heavy there. But let me just kind of see what else is coming forth. Knight of Swords. Yeah. So there is this, this is the masculine energy. There is like kind of air I'm sensing, because with the Queen of Air is the Swords and the King of Swords. So a lot of air there, a lot of mental realm. And with the Knight of Swords, it could be the masculine. There is some communication might be happening. I can't kind of say that for sure, because it's kind of sensing unlikely that in the near future, probably that things are kind of coming forth. But there is definitely desire to move forward, because it's all happening in the head. I do not see any card which kind of saying that forefront it's happening in the 3D or in the physical world, but then in the head it's surely happening. And there is a possibility that masculine is feeling very limited in this given scenario, because even you as a feminine have kind of been detached and are trying to kind of focus on themselves. You're focusing on yourself, creating your own world, how you can beautify your own world, looking at your own world. That is the focus, and which is right as well, because you want to create this beautiful world for yourself, with or without masculine, and you are okay to do that, and you're focusing howsoever you can do that. Well, I understand that there are times when you really try to move on or kind of drop off this connection, which doesn't happen, and that's what drags you into these kind of readings. But you've also kind of moved away from all that up to a great deal. You might kind of get drawn to it and you watch it maybe a little bit here and there, but I'm kind of sensing specifically for this group, you might be watching very selected few, and only when you're drawn to. You are not, maybe in the earlier phases of your life in this connection, you would have been watching, almost trying to get information, but now you're pretty much on your own. Let's see what else. The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so as I said, there's still the door shut kind of energy. There is still that energy wherein doors are still shut. There is no opening which can be sensed in the given situation, and because of the certain reasons which are kind of hanging on for this group, there is codependency, there are children, there's something which is definitely kind of making. And in this group, the masculine still needs to waken up and say that yes, even if children are involved, that can be surrendered to the divine. They will be taken care of, and it's all for the best for everybody involved can happen. So see, there is a Knight of Swords. So there is some compromise, and there is this fear factor I'm sensing, that we've got the Knight repeat, but this is the after tarot. And in this you can see that one thing has to go. So unless you kind of let go, this Knight cannot move ahead unless this Knight decides to end the karmic, or not what I mean, not by the karmic, not kill the person or anything of that sort, but I'm saying that move from the situation which is holding them back or holding you back. So there is definitely, and I'm kind of counting on this as a masculine energy, because I'm picking on with this Knight coming forth, and I'm sensing this is you. And in this situation, that's what is happening, and this something needs to be ended. this fear needs to end. This situation needs to be kind of closed out, and then only this masculine can move ahead. I got 2 from this as well. Yeah, things are in the suspended state because of all this what we are talking about, and things are, but yeah, perspectives are changing. You have grown a lot. What you were a couple of years back and what you are, your masculine also has grown a lot. Maybe you don't have any how do I say that, maybe you don't have any evidences of that, but that is the case for sure. Your masculine also has grown a lot in this oops, sorry for that, guys. Now let's see what else is there. Yeah, see, there is temperance, there is this balance which is also coming forth. It could be the water and the fire sign. This could be also that some of you might be yes, I'm picking onto the air signs, but this could be specifically Sagittarian energy as well, which could be there. But there are things which are balancing in the background. Maybe you can't see it. It will call for an angels to kind of mix that water and fire. To that alchemy needs to happen, and that is happening. Maybe you can't sense it, and in the connection, but this is happening for you, feminine. You are creating that balance in your life. You are pretty much balanced, I must say. And you have 10 of Pentacles, so that you are creating a beautiful world for yourself. Maybe you are invested in creating more money, finances, or howsoever that is. So that's happening. And we do have some anxiety though. Maybe you are just kind of anxious about this connection because it just doesn't freaking move. And you're just wondering that when this will be. And in the background I can see this, what is it? Is it Gemini? Probably yes. So if you have a Gemini, because we are anyways getting the specifically the air sign there, so you could be dealing with the specific Gemini also. But there is anxiety. This is like 9 of Swords and 9 of Stars, and here you can see this people figure. There's a lot happening. There are these arrows with the bird sitting on it. There is some trying to gain some knowledge, trying to do something. Actions are involved. There are people who are being taken care of. You're trying to balance things around and balance, and you've worked up to a great deal to get there. But what causes you anxieties? But then this freaking thing is not moving, and you can't even let go. And I'm not laughing on the situation, but then. I'm laughing because let me share this, that I also chose this one. And that's why I'm laughing. But nonetheless, so it is what it is. So now here, let's see. See, we are getting the balance there. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is the one that both supports and challenge, and that's the balance. And that's what the Queen of Air is, right? So, but there is definitely abundance, guys. So it's lining up for you. If you have your focus around that area, there is abundance which is coming forth. Don't have any anxiety around that. And Page of Swords. Now after that, King, so Knight, and there is a Page as well. So I missed kind of that card there. So there is definitely with that page coming forth, and it was kind of, I almost omitted it in the other first readings. I didn't. There is an apology which masculine wants to kind of extend an offer to, but they're kind of omitting that. They kind of not being able to put it to forefront. They want to kind of come forth with the message, but then it's not just happening. We'll see how it goes in the future. But yes, I didn't know that. Laughter. So that's a guidance from Divine for people who've chosen this. And I have nothing more to laugh rather than, because it's very inconclusive. And you guys know, I mean, unlike the other two. So laughter is a wonderful healer. It shakes out fear and leaves you feeling happier, clearer, and more relaxed. Remember that angels fly because they take themselves lightly. So make light of difficulties and see the funny side of situation. Laugh at yourself and with others. When you relax and laugh, your angels drop in new suggestions and ideas which can transform difficulty into delight. Laughter is a sunshine which dissolves the darkness. So be merry, joyous, and fun filled. I see humor in everything, and I'm seeing a lot of humor in this, as a matter of fact. Well, guys, it's not personal. It's not about you guys, but laugh as much as you can. Laugh on every situation. It is fine. It is life. We are here to learn. We are here to go grow and see how much you've grown. So check that. So I don't want to keep adding on to any consoling messages, please. There's nothing of that sort which needs to be done, but we'll see how things unfold, and we'll see. Do let me know if you want me to do more of these pick a card kind of things, because this is the first time I'm doing this pick a card on this channel. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much. Do hit the like button if you like what I do. It really helps the channel, and also subscribe if you've not already, and thanks if you have. And my heartfelt gratitude to all those who are kind of supporting the channel in whichever way you're guided to. That means a lot to me. I'm also open for private personal readings, so you can write to agnya8@gmail.com and we can take it up from there. Thank you so much once again, guys. I'll see you later, and keep spreading love and be happy. Bye.